What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but I wanted to put this one out there since it just happened recently. MLB has just recently crowned Shohei Ohtani as the American League MVP, and it was a unanimous vote. And I wanted to give my thoughts on that real quick. Shohei Ohtani, of course, of the LA Angels, was doing stuff this year that I and no one else has ever seen before. All right, what this guy was doing was Babe Ruth esque. He was throwing 100 miles an hour and hitting 400-foot home runs. I mean, what he was doing was just absolutely insane. I vividly remember being at Fort Hood, Texas, and watching the first game of the season. Like I said, as you can see, diehard Dodger fan. And, watching the first Angels game of the season I had to tune in because, Shohei was pitching and he was starting, but he was also batting. I think either cleanup or leadoff. Can't remember. Angels fans fact check me real quick. But, he threw a 100-mile-an-hour pitch in the top of the inning, and then later on comes in the bottom of the inning and hits like a 400 plus foot home run. That right there is exactly why I tuned in. Okay, everyone knows I'm a diehard Dodger fan and there's a regional rivalry between the two teams, but I put that aside as a baseball fan in general, and what this guy did was absolutely phenomenal. Like, there was nothing in this world, that in MLB, that we've ever seen like it. We've only heard stories about guys like Babe Ruth, doing this like back in the day, and that's why a lot of people regard Babe Ruth as the greatest player of all time. But what Shohei Ohtani was doing was straight up little league stuff. It's incredible. Like, what he did, back in Little League, you'll play and then they'll be like, all right, you're going to specialize to be a pitcher. We're going to start working on your pitching. Or they'll specialize you and be like, hey, we're going to make you an infielder, or we'll make you a catcher, an outfielder, whatever. This guy was just doing stuff that it blew me away. It really blew me away. And, I think we would have seen it sooner if he hadn't had as many injuries as he did when he first. Now, I know that he was dealing with injuries with his arm before he came over to the Angels, from Japan. And I don't want to slander the organization too much. Honestly, I think that they could have handled his injury a little bit better. But, that's not for me to say. I'm not in the organization. But regardless, this year we finally got to see a healthy Shohei Ohtani, and it was an absolute marvel. It was a blast to watch. I had never actively tried to go out of my way to watch Angels games as much as I did this year because of him. And that's with all due respect to Mike Trout. I absolutely respect Mike Trout. I think he's the best player in the game. But his teammate Shohei Ohtani was doing stuff that, like I said, we've never seen before. And I genuinely hope that Ohtani keeps this up. I don't know how much longer he can keep this up for, especially at a big league level. But, if you're getting a low 3 ERA, with 40 home runs a year, that's just insanity. Like, it's just incredible. So I've been telling people, I even told Alex Curry, who reports for Fox. She used to be one of the Angels play-by-play, or like post-game interviewers. I told her on her social media, because I follow her and I respect her as a journalist. She had posted, do you think Shohei Ohtani will win the AL MVP? And I even said, if he does not win the MVP, that award loses all credibility, because he can do something that no one else in this league can do, and that defines value. So congratulations to Shohei Ohtani. I'm really happy for him. I hope he stays healthy, and I hope he can continue to do what he's doing, because if he can, that only helps the state of baseball. And, we'll see where the organization goes from there, if they can surround him and Trout with better players and better pitchers. I know they just signed Thor. In my opinion, real quick, just to give my thoughts on that, I think it's a good signing. It's only 1 year. It's a lot of money, but if Thor comes back healthy and he can help that rotation, I mean, they can't get much worse than what they were before. I mean, they'll be in the same spot that they were before. So, congratulations to him again. Congratulations to all the Angels fans. We'll see if he can replicate what he did this year, and we'll see if they can catch up and finally win, and get their boys into the postseason. That wraps it up for today. What do you guys think? Was Ohtani deserving, or was someone like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. More deserving? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you very much, guys, and I look forward to talking to you again. Take it easy.